Bitcoin and Litecoin update. What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here. I hope everybody's having a fabulous Saturday. Very exciting times in the Bitcoin market. We're going to take a look at Litecoin and then Bitcoin, and stick around to the end of the video. We're going to take a look at that Bitcoin daily chart versus the gold weekly chart, which we've been watching on this channel since January, the only channel that's been covering it. Definitely stick around to check it out. It's getting really interesting, guys. I do want to remind you guys we have a free Discord. It's in the description box below the video. Definitely check it out. Great community. It's been a great time in there. There's also some other affiliate links and some tip jars down there. Just click the description below the video. It'll open it up. Let's get on with the video and see what's going on. Alright guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my view and my opinion of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research, as this market is extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind, it's still a speculative market. Don't put in more than you're willing to lose. And with that being said, if you're new here or you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button to subscribe to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos, as I do post videos for you guys every day, so you don't miss out on anything. And smash the likes, leave your comments, let me know what you think. All right, guys. So looking at the daily, Litecoin on the daily, it's like people are giving up hope on Litecoin, but I think Litecoin is about to pop soon, in my opinion. So let's look at what's going on here. We're going to take a look at my targets. I've moved my targets around and put some more. I got rid of the 157 target. I believe we're going to probably go much higher than that. But we do have this target at 180, and that's looking at this as a cup and a handle, and that's the measured move of the breakout here. So I'm definitely looking at the 180 range, and we have some more targets I'm going to look at too when we go down to the smaller time frame. But I do want to point out also this rising broadening wedge that we've been watching. If we were to break out past that 150, go up to the 180 and my other higher targets, but the measured move of breaking out in this area is around 263. And if we break out over here, if this just keeps continuing up to around this 180 range, the breakout, the measured move would be around 300, guys. So don't panic. I don't think Litecoin's about to do a big correction or dump yet. But anyways, let's look at the daily RSI real quick. And looking at the daily RSI, I'm going to add in some stuff at the end of the video too when we look at that Bitcoin daily versus the gold weekly chart. I'm going to put some fibs on it and show you some pretty interesting stuff. So definitely stick around to check it out. But as you can see, we were in this rising channel. We had a little bear trap here back in April. Came back in the channel, and now we've been watching this for days now. I do believe this is still a bull flag forming, and we are about to break out of this falling channel in the RSI and make our move up. So hopefully this video gets out before that happens, but we'll see. Let's look at the 4-hour RSI real quick. I'm going to kind of zip through this so we can get this video out. But yeah, you can see we had a falling wedge here. We broke out of into a bigger falling wedge. We've broken out of. Now we're in this falling channel here. Looking good, guys. Let's look at the price action. All right, I'm going to show you my new targets. I did move this up, this triangle here, to more like an ascending triangle. So I do believe we're going to be breaking out soon, and that's where I get these targets. Measuring this as a bull flag, or a flag pull here with the bull flag. We put it up to where we're about to break out. That gets us up to the 176 range, guys. I do have a lower target off that if I just measure the triangle. And that's right here around the 165 range. Very possible we stop there, come back down, test this for support, and continue on up. So I'm going to go ahead and put just a target there. Right in that area. Not too concerning because I think we're going higher. But I could measure this also as a flag pull, a bigger flag pull on this bull flag, and we do a measured move off of that. And that gets us up to the 199 range, which also gets us up to the top of this trend line here of this blue broadening, rising broadening wedge. So that's where I'm at with that, guys. Obviously, if we were to break down from here, you know, I'm looking at the 110 to test the bottom of this. I don't think it's going to happen, but keep in mind it could. So I look at 110. If that was to break, you know, we could be going as far down as 60 bucks, 61 bucks, which would be the bottom trend line, guys, but I don't see that happening. But do keep in mind it's possible. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the daily. We had a measured move here of the breakout of this rising wedge in the yellow, and that was the 9600 range, which we broke through without hesitation. And now we are obviously having a beautiful move up. So what am I thinking here? Well, remember yesterday I said if we did break above this was going to be our new support line, and I still stand behind that. So this huge correction that people are expecting, I don't think it's going to be that huge. I believe we're going to continue up much higher before the correction, and then this trend line may be our support. So that's where I'm at with that. Now let's look at the measured moves of breaking out of this, and then we'll go into a smaller time frame and look at some other ones. So looking at this rising channel here, if we measured the move of the rising channel to where we broke out, that gets us up to about the $12,000 range, guys. The other way to look at that is from where we broke out of here, looking at this as the flagpole, and this is a bull flag, and the measured move off that would be about 12.5. Now, I'm not saying that we stop there and correct, but those are my targets. We could correct at one of those. We could go much higher. We'll try to keep up. I'll try to keep you informed. I'm going to be doing a live video tonight. Not sure exactly what time, but keep your eyes out for it. Make sure you tick the notification bell. It'll notify you, and I'll give you an hour or two before I go live notification. So let's look at the bearish scenario. You know, if we were to break back down in here, we could come down to the 8,500 to 9,000 range. I don't see it happening, guys. I've had this target here, the worst case scenario 67. That's pretty much out of the picture now. I don't see that happening, and we'll take a look at that in the Bitcoin daily versus gold weekly chart. I do want to go in the RSI real quick, and as you guys can see, everything that we've been talking about is happening. We had this rising channel, and we formed a falling channel, broke down out of the rising channel. We broke up out of the falling channel, tried to get back in the rising, got rejected, come back down, tested this for support, broke through. Now we're in this rising channel again. I'm looking to have a move up to at least this line here. And again, this is the daily, so a lot can happen before we get there. Look at the 4-hour chart, see what that's telling us. 4-hour is getting really high in the RSI, so we could be having a correction here, but it doesn't mean we have to sink, guys. This RSI can reset and continue down while the market goes sideways, which creates hidden bullish divergence, which is lower lows in the RSI and higher lows in the price action. So be aware of that. If you just buy and sell off the RSI, you can get wrecked, just like the people that shorted Bitcoin at 10,000 are getting wrecked right now. Yeah, let's look at the price action now in the 4-hour and kind of see what's going on here, guys. So like I said, we were watching this. If you remember, we were watching this yesterday for a breakout, and if we broke out, we were going to test this 10,100, which I'm going to get rid of that now because we tested it and broke the shit out of it, and we're still continuing up. So like I said, the measured move of the breakout here is going to be around that 12,000 range, and that's minimal, guys. I do believe we're going to hit that no matter what here soon. And keep in mind, we could have corrections and some sideways action. It doesn't mean we have to shoot straight up, although the way Bitcoin's acting, it's possible. But I do see we need some time for the RSI to reset to continue our pushes up, so keep that in mind. Bearish scenario, we come back down, test this. We come back down to test this line for support, which is possible for a huge RSI reset, hidden bullish divergence. But we could come back down and test this anywhere from the 10,200, all the way up to 10,500, and watch this line. If this line breaks, then we could come to test the top of this line, the breakout. But yeah, I wouldn't even be looking for a correction unless this breaks here. Let's say between 10,000, let's just say 10,200. If it broke down below that, then we could be looking at coming all the way down to the 8,500 range, somewhere in there. to test the bottom of this, but I don't see it happen. If you remember yesterday's video, we talked about this here, and I will get my pen out. We talked about this here in this channel, in this rising channel, and how it broke out, and we were making the same pattern here, and that's exactly what happened, guys. We broke out. We talked about it in yesterday's video. If you didn't see it, look back. We've been calling this stuff out like crazy with simple analysis. I want to remind you guys, don't pay for the stupid groups and the guys that charge you for their analysis classes, because it's all a bunch of bull crap. You can figure it out for free. There's free information all over the internet. I hate to see people get ripped off and overpay these scam artists and pay for their gambling addictions and drug habits and whatever, because if they were that good at trading, they wouldn't be selling their stuff. And that's why I created this channel, to try to help people out and realize that it is not that difficult, and you don't need all them indicators and all that crap. You see how well the NVT indicator is done? Not very well. Most indicators just go against each other all the time, and they just confuse traders. But anyways, sorry about the rant. But that's where I'm at with that, guys. I'm looking at the 12,000 to 12,500 range in this move, and then we could just consolidate there and continue higher. So keep that in mind. And like I said, I do update every day, so I will try to keep you informed. And I try to keep the Discord informed, so definitely join that group. Like I said, it's free in the description below. Let's look at the Bitcoin daily chart. My favorite chart comparison, the Bitcoin daily versus the gold weekly. A pattern is a pattern. I totally believe that. And we are on our way to 46,000, in my opinion. Now, if you look here, this is the Bitcoin daily chart. As you can see, we're not in hyperwave bullshit. You guys know how I feel about that. So I drew a trend line from each peak here and down to where we broke down at 6,000. I also have this blue line in here where it was resistance here, and it became support all the way through the bear market. I am going to go over to the gold weekly chart. Keep an eye on this line. This is my target at the end of the year, between 46 and 47,000. It's funny, all the bearish guys are starting to come up with the same number that I've been talking about forever now. But anyways, enough said with that. Let's look at, keep an eye on everything, the peaks here, this blue line, and what we're doing now. Let's look at the gold weekly. I believe we're right in this area, guys. Like I said, I'm going to throw some fibs on here to kind of look at too, but I want everybody to take a good look at this and see why I believe we're headed to the $46,000 to $47,000 range. And you can see it right there. I believe this is exactly what we're doing. And let's throw some fibs on. I do want to show you guys too, though. See how Bitcoin bottomed here on this bottom trend line? We had 2 touches before the big move up. And right in here, the gold ETF was approved. I believe that's very possible that we get an ETF approved or some kind of big news. I believe, show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. There's some huge news coming, guys. And I believe this move up is people that know about the move. But anyways, enough of that. Let's throw some fibs on here, and then we're going to look at the RSI too at the end, so you don't want to miss that either, because that's what indicated to me that the bull market had begun and the bear market had ended. So if we throw some fibs on here, guys, I did want to show you, we had 2 touches on the bottom trend line here, just like in the gold chart. So let's throw some fibs on here. If we go to the top peak up here and throw a fib retracement on, and go to the bottom. Actually, I'm going to move this over, guys, so you can see it better. But we measured from the peaks here, and you can see this right in here is at the 0.382 level. Now I'm going to go over to gold, and we're going to do the same, go over to Bitcoin, I'm sorry, and do the same thing. I'm going to throw the same thing on here. We're going to do the fib retracement, going to go up to the peak, and down to the bottom there. As you can see, we blew through the 382, which was right there. So actually, I should have this arrow more up in here. I thought I put it there earlier, but anyways, so we're right in this area, guys. And you can see when it blew through the 0.5, that was an area where we had a correction. So look for a correction somewhere in the area we're at now, but it's not going to be a huge correction yet. I don't see a huge correction until we get up in the 0.786 area. And that would be, see, we're at the 0.5 now, the 0.786. This is where we'll see a bigger correction. It's looking like $15,000 to $16,000. And then we may see where the correction come. It came just above the golden pocket here. And again, guys, this, I'm not saying it's going to play out exactly. This gives us a great idea of what's going on, though. So we may correct from, say, 16,000 down to 14,000 or 13.5, something like that. But anyways, just wanted to throw that out there and show you guys where I believe we are on this chart, which is about right in there. And we have a long ways to go. So let's look at the RSI now. And again, guys, we've been looking at these two chart comparisons since January, and I'm the only channel that's been covering this, and it's been playing out beautifully, man. So keep that in mind when other people start doing this, because it's not their idea. Anyways, 2013 bull market, right? I drew a trend line in here, and this is the bear market following the bull market. We had 2 touches of resistance on this trend line before the bull market began. You look over here, this is the 2017 bull market. Same trend line, same 2 points of resistance, and we broke through, and we're in the bull market. Obviously, this one's a lot quicker, a lot harder. Like I've said, guys, over and over, this is going to be a beautiful year. I see great things, but do your own due diligence. Don't trade off of my opinion. This is just how I'm viewing the market and showing you guys how I'm doing it. All right, so now we're looking at the monthly RSI. 2013 bull market, you can see the 2 arcs I have drawn here. I'll show you in a minute. This arc is going to be a lot different, I believe. So 2013 bull market followed by the bear market. Each one of these arrows represents a new low in the RSI. We had 4 of them before the bull market. Same thing over here. 2017 bull market followed by the bear market. Each one of these arrows represents a new low in the RSI. Only difference here, guys, is I believe this arc is going to be much quicker. So anyways, if you enjoyed the video, definitely consider subscribing. All you got to do is click the Crypto Savvy logo above my head, and then if you tick the notification bell, you'll get notified when I post new videos. And keep in mind, I will be posting a live video later on this afternoon sometime. Definitely smash those likes, guys. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think, and share the video. Get it out there. I really appreciate it, and I will see you later tonight. Thanks, guys.